Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Just setting some last things up. So, last time we left off, our friend Harshbon got killed. And we made Big Dragon very mad. And we got Yerstola back. So, it's all going up, coming up uphill. Or whatever the saying is. Uphill battle, but it's also positive. So yeah, let's get going. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etheric research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagrees with her. When the Guardian Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Sharlayan were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to the Dravanian hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alice and I were born in Sharlayan, our days there were short. We remained only until the exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it is to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Sharlayan, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Yerstola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. Just gonna pour myself some tea real quick. There we go. Sharlayan is situated in the Dravanian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Dravanian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Dwashe, Yerstola, and myself. Tatar, pray remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir. First, let us make for Tailfeather. Alright. Just teleporting all over the place. A long soak in the live stream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlian. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Dravanian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. Mode. Oh, can you imagine how quick it would be to get to work and back? Oh, yeah. Even better. No more 2,000 euro round trips to North America. Yeah, that would be so fun. I don't know, I'm flying. I just am. I think I have to be here.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Charlian, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
Matoya dwells on the far side of the Thalaic River. Let us search for a crossing. Beautiful. I love the architecture, the Charlian architecture. It's so pretty. Very cool, these almost floating islands. Oh yeah. I guess the Nautilus is kind of a symbol for Charlian. They have a lot of that in things they design. Knowledge seeks no man, so says the motto of Charlian engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the 6th Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern nation of Charlian journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much so that it came to be counted among Eorzea's greatest city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a faded memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlian has become an empty husk of her former self. Uplander is mistaken. Charlian has new keeper. Is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins, here to plunder the city. Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Thank you. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. Pshmph. When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please. We did not come to dispute your claims to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like the civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. If that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. Maybe this should sound more like Darth Vader. My Chocobo. Stuck. Here's the heart of settlement. Name of Adaleshire. What have we got here? Guests? Greetings to you. I am Alphino Leveilleur, and may I introduce my companions Dwache, Mumafe, and Yushtola. We have journeyed far in search of a friend, and seek to cross the river. But finding the main bridge collapsed, you went looking for a detour and ended up stumbling into Slowfix and his crew. Is that right? That is the short of it, aye. This place, Idilshire. I came expecting a ghost town. Suffice it to say, I am surprised to find it so alive. Oh, I know, right? Rogue it in. Well, with all them precious artifacts lying about, it was only a matter of time before treasure hunters like me moved in. But we weren't the first to arrive, neither. By then, Slowfix and his gobby friends were already settled. At first, gobbies and hunters disliked each other, but understanding came, then friendship. Now gobbies and hunters have joined hands to build great new nation. So that is what happened after we Charlians departed. Oh, so you're locals. No hard feelings, I hope. All these nice buildings, but no one to live in them. Felt like a waste, you know. We've been trying to put this place to rights, and things have been going well for the most part, but it ain't all smooth sailing. Not to sound ungrateful, but the traps your people left lying about are a bloody nuisance. And there's the Illuminati harrying us day and night. Slowfix has a bright idea. Uplanders desire mutual understanding, yes? Best way to understanding is helping one another. Help citizens of Idilshire, and Uplanders can be citizens too. Citizens are free to cross the river. Well, I'm not aware of a quicker way to reach our destination. Let us assist Slowfix and his people. Yay, friendship. This place is Idilshire, heart of a great new nation. Free nation built by all and free for all. So, Uplanders agreed to help. Good. Here's what Slowfix wants Uplanders to do. Many golems prowl Idilshire, get in the way of expansion plan. Slowfix wants Uplanders to eliminate golems. Uplanders are Charlian, yes? Charlians should know the best way to deal with the creatures. So we are to eliminate golems. That should be simple enough affair. The automata were employed as sentinels and by design can be unmade with a coded command. At the time of the Exodus it was noughts and crosses, and I see no reason why it should not still work. Let us divide the task between the three of us, the quicker to be finished with it. Alright. Well, since you can't see my chat, this is gonna be real interesting for you. Bop. Oh, I do have the text bubbles, so... That's a mod, by the way. Just saying. Bastard. Here we go. Dead. Now I get why these little nothing missions are in here. Because they need to get you enough XP to level up to the level you need to be, but when you're replaying it's just like, ugh. Yes, let me walk over here and say something. Golems are no more. Wonderful. Now we can resume work to expand the settlement. Uplanders helped Gobby flock, earned rights to be citizens of Idilshire, but Slowfix must ask another favor. Another favor, you say? Short time ago, dear friend of Slowfix ventured into Illuminati territory. Illuminati are nasty goblins, show no mercy even towards Gobbykin. Slowfix fears for friend's life. Please find friend before Illuminati do. I am suddenly taken by a sense of foreboding. Be that as it may, we cannot turn a blind eye. Let us make haste and find Slowfix's friend. Brave logs. Goodly Uplander, long time no eye catch. What is bringing Uplander here? Does Uplander have lust eyes for junk of brave flocks? Uplander must not be touching junk of brave flocks. Brave flocks is finding junk first. I knew I recognized that voice. Greetings, brave flocks. It has been a while. Forgive us for interrupting your work, but Captain Weiscat gave me to understand that you are marked by the Illuminati. This happens to be Illuminati-held territory. Is it wise to be here? Pshaw. Brave flocks eat Illuminati for synopsis. You sure? Who eats who for synopsis? Ah! Brave flocks all talks. Unwise you are to come here after dirty taking secrets knowings of cheese make from Illuminati. Brave flocks did no unright. Cheese recipe is gobby birthright. Save tongue flaps for trading in death pit. Thank you. Pray the godfathers, for punishment is near times. It appears we have no choice. Let's kick their asses. the wrong button. Don't fast flow again. Watch me kill him before you do. There we go.
Ether! To me! Have at
go.
you!
Sheehy! Illuminati is no match for furious godfists of Brayflocks. More junk is awaiting Brayflocks muchly. Brayflocks is taking leave of Uplanders. Being embroiled in a cheese war was the last thing I expected coming to Charlian. At any rate, we have fulfilled Slowfix's request. Let us return to the good tidings and be on our way. Or with the good tidings, rather. Whee! Yeah, let's just teleport. Uplanders are back. Did Uplanders find friend of Slowfix? Time has not cured recklessness of Brayflocks. Without help from Uplanders, Brayflocks would now be a dead gobby. Slowfix owes Uplanders debt of gratitude. Slowfix and Brayflocks are joined by unseverable gobby bond. If Slowfix had known that Uplanders are friends of Brayflocks, Slowfix would have welcomed Uplanders to Gobbyflock at first meeting. Oh, that's nice to know. Uplanders have upheld bargain most highly. As promised, Slowfix makes Uplanders honored citizens of Idilshire, free to cross the river at will. Though Uplanders must leave for now, Slowfix hopes that Uplanders will pay many visits and help rebuild a great new nation. You are most kind, my friend. You may be certain that we will return. I must confess, at first it upset me to learn that my home had been occupied by others, but I see now that it is in good hands. Under your care, I look forward to seeing Charlian thrive once more, to become a home to people of all races and creeds. Slowfix has already ordered the Gobwatch to let Uplanders through. Safe travels. Alphino, Dwache, shall we then? Oh man, coming up is one of my favorite cutscenes in this game. I love it. Here it is. By order of Chief Slowfix, uplanders can come and go at will. One moment for clearing away barricade. Finally, we can continue our journey. Nice. Barring any misadventure, we shall soon arrive at the cave where Matoya resides. Unless you have unfinished business in Adilshire, let us strike out at once. I am ready whenever you are. Let us go and meet the legendary Matoya. Oh, made me laugh so much the first time I saw it. Ahead lies the answering corridor, where the scholars of Charlian gather to hone their knowledge. Even from this distance, it is plain that much of it has been given back to the wilderness. The cave in which Matoya resides is situated on the southern edge of the hinterlands. In choosing this spot, my master desired privacy above all else. As such, the cave is extremely well hidden. You'll not find it unless you know to look for it. We shall follow the road south until we reach a bridge. Rather than cross it, however, we shall ford the stream it spans, then head straight until we arrive at the base of a bluff. Yay, pine trees. This is the entrance. You seem unconvinced, was she? Well, that will only add to the surprise. A word of warning before we proceed. Stubborn geniuses make poor hosts, and time will have done naught to improve my master's temperament. Doubt not that there will be sentinels and traps both to deter unwanted guests. But we will not be deterred, will we? Go on and touch the wall yonder. You will want to have your weapon at the hand. Near at hand. Oh, oops. Ooh, rookie. Those sentinels may suffice to discourage the average trespasser, but not the warrior of light. The way should now be clear. Come, let us go and see my master.
you know it's rude to enter without knocking? The youth of today. No manners at all.
Though we neglected to knock, we did create something of a commotion. I had hoped that would suffice.
Heavy-handed as ever, I see. And still not a hint of grace. Some things never change.
To give credit where credit is due, I learned from the best. It has been too long, Master Matoya.
Indeed it has. Oh, it's good to see you again, my girl. And with your fiery spirit unquenched. But look at you, all grown up and womanly. The one there in the fancy duds, that's Louis Soir's granddaughter, I take it?
Grandson, begging your pardons. You knew my grandfather, my lady.
Knew him? Ha! We were constantly at each other's throats. Like rabid dogs we were. Oh, he was a stubborn bugger, was your grandfather. Never a dull moment when he was around, though, I'll give him that. As for you, boy, I've known you since you were a rosy-cheeked babe at the teat.
And my sister too, I gather. May I say what an honor it is to meet you again, my lady?
Spare me the hollow pleasantries, boy. I'll wager my remaining good teeth you didn't come to a forgotten corner of Eorzea to flirt with a wrinkly old woman. Now out with it. What is it you need of me?
I love Matoya.
Azizla. I never thought I'd hear that name again.
You are familiar with it?
As familiar as one can get from poring over musty old tomes. The Allagans set the Isle afloat not long before the sun set on their empire. Old Louis Soir and I often talked about it. The place is home to a research facility dedicated to finding ways of mastering mighty beings, such as primals and dragons. And find ways it did too, frightening ones. Such secrets as lie buried on Azizla aren't fit to see the light of day. And now you tell me a band of dragon-baiting primal botherers are trying to dig them up?
Indeed. And to make matters worse, the Ascians have a hand in their plot. They must be stopped, no matter the cost.
I see. Very well.
You will help us then? Truly? I had not anticipated such an impassioned response. Could it be that the presence of young blood has stirred your own?
Ah, some things never change. One day that pertness is going to cost you your tail, my girl. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, me too.
'Twas some 50 years ago, shortly after Garlemald had brought all of Ilsabard under its rule. Faced with the threat of invasion, the people of Sharlayan scrambled about for a means to resist the Empire. For my part, I was tasked with developing an etheric converger.
Ah, yes. A device which draws in ether and concentrates it to produce a destructive force.
But as my research neared its end, it was denounced by the Forum, who claimed that my device was more likely to destroy us than our enemies. After that, they and I had a little falling out, and I decided to seal away all the fruits of my research, lest the dunder-headed ingrates reap any benefit. Ha! Petty, I know, but gods, it was satisfying.
Do mine ears deceive? 'Twas you, was it not, who was so fond of saying that all knowledge exists to advance mankind, that how it is used depends on us?
I don't remember. Perhaps. All right, yes. It was a pet phrase of mine. And that should give you a notion of how sick and tired I was of those spineless wretches of the Forum. All talk and no trousers, that lot. That's why I decided to remain behind, rather than join the Exodus.
You may have had your disagreements with my grandfather, but upon that point, your minds were as one.
With respect, Master, the fruits of your research should not be left to spoil. Will you share with us the secrets of the etheric converger?
Aye, I will. All the information you need is contained in a tome I wrote on the subject. But you'll have to fetch it from the forbidden section of the Great Library.
You were not exaggerating when you said that you had sealed it away. Though the city is abandoned, the library's guardians are all but certain to remain. We must needs cut a path through them. Come, let us away.
Not so fast, you lot. Stola and the boy are staying with me. I need help to make new sentinels to replace the old ones you walloped. They'll be board and lodging, don't you worry. But know that you'll have to work for them. Hard. I'll have no sluggards in my house.
Oh, the Great Library's guardians shouldn't pose any difficulty for a hero like you. You'll hardly notice Stola's absence, and the girl, boy, whatever, would only get in your way. But if it turns out you aren't up to the task, well then I'll know you can't be trusted with something as dangerous as an etheric ram. Now, the library's entrance is locked tight. I'll loan you one of my servants to open it. The room yonder. Well, what are you waiting for? Introduce yourself, girl. Greetings, good madam. I am Broomsy, my lady's servant of some 50 years. May I say what an honor it is to serve you? I am given to understand you wish to enter the Great Gulwell Library. To find it, pray head east upon leaving this cave. The building will come into view shortly after you reach the collapsed bridge. I shall go on ahead and await you at the entrance. When your preparations are in order, pray come and meet me there. It will be my pleasure to unlock the door for you. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna blaze through the upcoming dungeon as monk. Just to save me some time. And I'll do the final big things as a healer, because it's more convenient. We stand before the Great Global Library, one of Heidelin's foremost repositories of knowledge. Alas, it has fallen into disuse since the Exodus some summers since. In all those years, its halls have welcomed not the coming of a single soul, its floors felt not the loving brush of a broom. Mine apologies, madam. Pray no mind to the dreams of a humble broom. You are doubtless eager to venture within and retrieve my lady's tome. I shall unlock the door at once. When you have what you seek, pray return to the cave and report to my lady. Alright. Monk time. Also give us the time to read some of the books in here. The rise of the Garlean Empire in the year 1522 of the 6th Astral Era led to significant changes in the structure of Garlean society. This is most evident in the adoption of titles which serve to indicate an individual's place within the social hierarchy. The following information was compiled with the aid of informants within the Empire and has yet to be verified. Royalty: Zos, the Emperor. Ye. A member of the royal family in line of succession. Weir. Member of the royal family with no claim to the throne. Military: Van, Legatus. Toll: Tribunus Iateclavius. Sas: Tribunus Angusti Clavius or Praefectus Castrororum. This was a mistake. But yeah, basically all kinds of cool titles. I was like, oh, I should probably read this, and then I started reading it and I regretted it immediately. So yeah, that's basically why I think the Emperor is like Varys Sos Galvus. So Varys is his first name, Galvus is his second name, and Sos indicates that he's the Emperor. Which is pretty cool. Die. Big bad book. Little bad book. boy. Up. Mr. Bookman, bring me a book. Bum 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 bum, make it the sweetest that I ever took. I like the music here. Nice, done. Going so quickly. Now the crystal attuned. Yeah, it's a fun setting for a dungeon as well. Game time. Whee. I take it you found a tome. Well, let's see it then. Aye, this is it alright. Stola, boy, put down whatever you're doing and come here. Dwashe has returned with the tome. Thank the gods, but another minute under Master Matoya's exacting supervision, and I would certainly have lost my mind, or mayhap merely my temper. Some things never change indeed. Well, I for one appreciate the exacting supervision. In short time while we have been here, I feel like I've gained a far better understanding of arcane entities than I did during my entire time at the studium. Should the opportunity present itself, I should very much like to employ this knowledge for the betterment of mankind, creating a new variety of carbuncle, perhaps. He so is. Don't get ahead of yourself, boy. Louis' grandson or no, it'll take another decade before you can call yourself a scholar, and a deal more than that to make you a scholar worth a damn. As you may have gathered, Master Matoya is not easily impressed. Indeed. So, Dwashe has returned with the tome, has she not? Shall we examine it?
I had not thought to behold this tome again. There. It is deciphered. Now your friend should be able to make sense of the contents. That said, it's one thing to understand the workings of the etheric converger, and another to actually make it work. You do realize how much ether is required?
Sid is keenly aware of the energy dilemma. His airship is by no means large, and it can only bear a limited quantity of crystals.
If only we had white auracite in the etheric siphon.
Alas, Minfilia is missing along with both artifacts, and Moonbreeder is gone.
Would that there were another ready wellspring of energy for us to draw upon.
Why did it not occur to us before? We already have what we need! The Eye! It has been drawing ether into itself for as long as the Great Worms have lived. It is a veritable wellspring of energy.
It might just suit our needs. But is this energy something that can be harnessed at will?
I believe so, with the aid of the Azure Dragoon of Ishgard.
Then it is settled. Let us return to the Holy See at once.
Stola, wait. When did the light fade from your eyes?
I might have known that it would not escape your notice. It has been this way since I returned from the life stream. An after effect of the teleportation magic I invoked, most like.
They are called forbidden spells for a reason. What were you thinking, girl?
I have no regrets. I but did what was necessary to preserve the light of hope, to keep my promise to Minfilia. Besides, it afforded me the rare opportunity to wander the ether, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
I need not tell you that it consumes your very life force to see by sensing the ether around you. Take care of yourself. Do you hear me?
I will, Master Matoya. And thank you.
No. She didn't get out of there scot-free after all. Ah, thanks for parking your chocobo on this quest NPC. Thanks to your customarily heroic efforts, we now possess the knowledge to build an etheric ram. All that remains is to secure its energy source. Let us hasten back to Ishgard and consult Sir Emmerich regarding the eye. Ah, you are returned. Sir Emmerich, I am pleased to see that your recovery proceeds apace. May I introduce you Stola, a fellow scion of the Seventh Dawn and Archon of Sharlayan. My lord, pray excuse me for forgoing due pleasantries, but we seek your counsel regarding the etheric ram. Though we now possess the knowledge to build such a device, we yet lack an appropriate source of energy with which to power it. We believe, however, that Ishgard may possess the solution to our problem. You need not apologize, my lady. Full eager am I to learn of your progress. Tell me of this energy source that you believe we possess. And you are certain that the eye can lend its power to Master Matoya's etheric converter? At Estinian's command, yes. Very well, I shall speak with him. My thanks, Sir Emmerich. Nay, my friend, 'tis I who should thank you, as should every Asgardian. You labor in our name, with nary a care for your own safety. Let us next speak with Sid. He will doubtless be eager to begin work on the etheric ram. Yahoo! Ah, you're back. The preliminary work on the Enterprise is more or less finished. Tell me you found a way to build the etheric ram. Greetings, Sid. It has been a while. This tome contains the fruits of my former master's research on a device known as an etheric converger. Our ram should operate on the selfsame principle. Ah, where are my manners? Put a toy like this in my hand and I go off into my own world. Gods, it's good to see you. And bearing a gift besides. A very distracting one, if I may add. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was my name day. But there will be time for tearful reunions later. I'll make a start on the tome right away. So long as I have a grasp of the fundamentals, I should be able to knock something together. Which leaves the small matter of the energy source. We believe we have found a solution to that problem as well. Pray forgive us our lateness. The power of the eye is not to be drawn upon lightly, but I believe we have sufficient cause to do so. So this is the fabled eye. By the 12, it seethes. 'Tis a wonder such power can be contained, much less controlled. Boys, our friends have kindly provided all the ingredients. Let's see if we can't make something out of them. You heard the chief. We're not resting until the etheric ram is operational. Not one wink of sleep. Oh, Chocobo. Given the danger of the task that lies before us, I think it only right that we take a moment to bid our friends and allies farewell. Alas, Sid requires my assistance with Matoya's rather singular writings. Might I entrust the task of visiting those who will remain behind to you? So the hour is nigh. Would that I could join you in the coming battle, but with my wounds I fear I would only be a burden to you. In consorting with the Ascians and availing himself of primal powers, my father made himself an enemy of all that is good and right in the world. Do whatever you must to end his madness. May the Fury watch over you. This is it, then. Go well, my friends. I shall pray to the Fury for your preservation. Mayhap you think it strange that a daughter of Garlemald should pray? I do not blame you. I used to think it passing strange myself. But that all changed when I discovered something dearer to me than mine own life. Thereafter, praying seemed the most natural thing in the world. Prayers born of heartfelt faith. In manipulating the people's beliefs for his own twisted ends, the Archbishop made a mockery of their very existence. He cannot be borne. Yeah. They basically outlawed all religion in Garlemald. Because they don't want anyone summoning primals. So you're off to face the Archbishop then. Please be careful and watch over the others, will you? We've lost too many friends as is. Some may yet return to us, but I couldn't bear to lose anyone else. I just couldn't. I realize it's asking a lot, but you're the strongest person I know, and I don't think there's anything you can't achieve if you put your mind to it. So please, whatever else happens, keep everyone safe. Okay. Well, if it ain't my old friend Washe, off to face the Archbishop and his cronies, is it? I'd love to go and give those bastards a good walloping myself, that snake Charibird especially, but I've got to stay here and keep an eye on things. With the Archbishop gone, some of the poor folk might get in their heads to do something stupid like storming the pillars, but blood wouldn't get us what we want, and I need to be around to remind them in case they forget. No need to worry about us anyway. I'll work with Sir Emmerich to preserve the peace. You just concentrate on settling the score with the Archbishop, eh? Yes, ma'am. Mr. Mummifer, how good of you to pay me a visit. It feels as if it were only yesterday when first we met here in this chamber. You came to us a fugitive seeking asylum, and now you bear the hopes of our nation upon your shoulder. He would not have told you, but Harshavan begged me to accept you into our household. He described you as hope incarnate. At the time, I assumed that he was waxing lyrical, as was his wont. But I have come to see that he simply spoke the truth. You are hope. A shining beacon that shall guide the people of Ishgard through the raging snowstorm. A memento. Were my son here, he would have wished to fight at your side in the battle to come. Take care, my friend, and return to us. Alright, alright. Count Edmund bequeathed to you Lord Harshavan's shield? A noble gesture. We bear the hopes and dreams of full many souls. Let their faith in us be a source of strength and courage as we face our remaining trials. Work on the Enterprise is nearly complete. Let Ishtola know to make ready.
Until but recently, the Ishgardians have kept their doors firmly shut to outsiders. But thanks to you, we have found in them stout allies with whom we may fight to secure the future of the realm. Truly, you are the beacon of hope towards which all men are drawn.
Spare us the hyperbole. 'Tis not for praise that we fight.
Oh? In light of all we have achieved, I felt it only meet to express my gratitude.
All that we have achieved. Spoken like a true outsider. Until the war is over, we have achieved nothing. The coming battle is a chance to excise the root of this conflict, and by my hand it shall be done. Then you may speak of achievement.
'Twas not mine intent to make light of your struggle. If I have given offense, then I apologize. But if I may speak freely, you would do well to be wary of the Eye. Even now, it burns with insatiable hatred, watching unblinking for a sign of weakness. Should you falter for so much as a moment, it will surely consume you.
Save your concern. I will consume the Eye ere I let it consume me.
Mm-hmm.
"12 be praised, thou hast not yet set forth. Cross sand and snow have I journeyed, that I might deliver this gift unto thee."
White Auracite. But whence did it come?
To mine amazement, it lay hid amongst Moonbreeder's last effects. 'Twas but blind chance or providence that I did hap to spy it. Let no man claim that my late friend e'er erred for lack of foresight. In the place whither thou goest, servants of darkness do lie in wait. Pray, give unto me thy pledge that thou wilt strike them down and avenge our fallen comrade.
Yay. Let us go, Duache. Azizla awaits.
Ah, excellent timing. We've just finished our work on the Enterprise. She's so much improved, I've decided to give her a new name to suit. The Enterprise Excelsior. Or simply the Excelsior if pressed for time. Once again, she'll carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. All aboard!
I can do no more than see you off with prayers for your safety and success. Yet know that wheresoever you may go, my son's spirit goes with you. May the Fury grant you strength.
Return to us, all of you. Enterprise Excelsior. Engage. This is it! Get ready!
I love it.
Eye of mine enemy, render unto me thy power! No, you will not claim me. I am the master.
We're through!
Chief, we've got an Imperial battleship on our tail. And it's bleeding massive.
Damn it! The bastards were waiting for us to open the door for them. I'm gonna try to shake them. Hang on to something.
We're all going to die! Tataru!
She won't take much more of this!
The time is come to use Hydaelyn's gift. Much blood has been spilled in my name. And for what? For a false cause that I created for want of the warmth of companionship. Saint Shiva, pray Svelga. Pray forgive this fool. But even now, I cannot let go of my dream. My dream of a tomorrow in which no child need freeze alone in the snow.
Aren't we all?
Thank you, Svelga.
Is that Azelle? What does she mean to do?
O goddess, born of mine own hopes and dreams, for the last time, I beseech you. Fill this vessel with your light. Still the hatred within our hearts, and bless us with eternal grace! Farewell, warrior of light. And thank you for showing me the way.
No!
This ether. It was a crystal of light. She, too, was one of Hydaelyn's chosen.
Fare you well, my lady.
Why are you only nice to her when she's dead? Huh? Phew. I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be back on solid ground. Oh, oops. When the Imperial battleship appeared, I honestly thought we were finished. We would have been had your friend not arrived when she did. 12 grant her mercy. Brief though our time together was, Isel was a true friend, a gentle soul who fought for her beliefs. She would have made a fine scion. What is a scion but one who fights for our cause? Our hopes survived thanks to her sacrifice. Let that be enough. Yet I cannot help but wonder, how came she to know of our presence here? She was a little evil. She can be a little evil as a treat. From Hraesvelgr, I would wager. He will have felt my channeling of the Eye's power. It would seem that they were able to make peace with one another in the end. She gave her life because she believed in us. We owe it to her to see our mission through. See that dome-like structure further in? Let's make our way here. There. Alright, perfect. Welcome to Azizla. I am going to take a little bit of a break. I'll be right back. And we'll hopefully finish this binge up tonight. Hello, hello, I'm back. Switching back over to the live feed. Let's get going. The Owl Sentinels don't seem to frequent this area. We should be safe here. Let's talk strategy, shall we? First of all, in the interest of efficiency, I suggest we make this place our base camp. We can coordinate the search for the Archbishop here. I have no objections. Now that we stand upon Azazla, I am struck by the vastness of the Isle. We must needs be methodical if we are to find our quarry. Good. Now, unless I'm mistaken, this used to be an airship landing. Ooh, pizza lunch. Hell yeah. And the major one at that. From what I know of elegant design, there should be a terminal nearby that's linked to the Owl's operational heart. If we can find such a terminal, we should be able to learn something of the Archbishop's whereabouts. Let's split up and look for it. The Empire borrowed most of its technology from elegant relics. If we can find a terminal, I reckon we can operate it. I dare say that this landing could accommodate even a Ragnarok-class vessel. Remarkable. Machines are beyond my ken. I shall leave it to others to find this terminal. More concerned to me are the dragons that I sense nearby. Nothing? Damn it. There's just this terminal then, but it doesn't respond to anything I do. Any bright ideas, Wedge? Wedge? He was here just a moment ago. Oh, don't tell me he's wandered off. I'm sorry, Duache, but could you help me search for him? Absent-minded as he is, I worry that he's strayed beyond the landing area and made friends with the local sentinels. Ow. Wedge, are you alright? I'm fine, Chief. I just tripped, that's all. Bull of a Lalafell, what were you thinking coming here on your own? Death by overwork is one thing, death by stupidity quite another. I'm sorry, Chief, but I think I found something. What is this? The wreck of a sentinel? This is no wreck, Chief. She's still operational. See? Initiating. Performing diagnostics. Beep. Diagnostics complete. To proceed, please agree to terms and conditions of use. Yes. Thank you. To register as a user, please state your name. I'm Wedge, and that there's Dwarshay. Beep. User registration complete. Welcome to Azizla, Master Wedge and Mistress Dwarshay. I am Guidance Node Gali. Beep. Beep, 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 beep. Alright. This isn't quite what I had in mind, but it might just serve. Wedge, bring the note this way, would you? There's something I'd like to try. Note, I need a status report on the facility. Gilly, you have to do what the chief says. Yes, that's it. Good girl. Ah, there we are. Not much of note. It appears someone recently reactivated Helix, which is this area. Reactivated, you say? By the Archbishop, I'd wager. I dare say he woke the place up when he used the Vanu's key. Are there any other people in the facility? If so, where? Let's see. Here, on the flagship, that's the central aisle. I'm seeing positive readings within the aetherochemical research facility in the fractal continuum. What have we here? Intruders detected in the Gamma quadrant. Defense system is engaged. Our Imperial friends, I suspect. I hope they enjoyed the defense system, but what of the Archbishop and his cronies? What might offer an indication? Ah, how about this? Which area is currently consuming the most energy? Somewhere called the Triode Control inside the research facility. And what manner of place is that? It is, and I quote, a regulation facility for the warring triad test subjects. And that's all it says. The rest of the information is only accessible to users with consular privileges. I mislike the sound of this, which leads me to believe that it is indeed the place. I am inclined to agree with your Stola. Whatever it is that Archbishop seeks, it is like to be there. That settles it then. Let's find a way to cross to the flagship. Oop. Beep. Greetings, Mr. Stuache. Is there anything you wish to know? Tell me how to reach the flagship. Beep. Requesting access to the aetherochemical research facility. Access granted. Generating route. Beep. Route generated. Commencing guidance to chosen destination. Please be aware that the designated route may take you through restricted sectors and that the Owl's defense system may attempt to terminate you. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risk of damage or injury, including death, that may occur en route to your destination. Can the guidance node be trusted? I know not, but we have few other options. Let us see where it leads us. Toache Yestola Estinian, we four shall proceed to the research facility. Sid, the Excelsior is our sole means of escape. Pray remain here and have her ready to depart at a moment's notice. Understood. We'll see that she's prepared and ready to fly. If anything happens, just let me know via link pearl. Be on your guard, my friends. The enemy could be anywhere. Alright, alright. Beep. You are currently within the Alpha Quadrant. First, you must use the nearby matter conduit to travel to the Beta Quadrant. Please wait a moment while I activate it. Alright. Let's get going. Yeah. According to my records, this conduit was last serviced approximately 5,014 years, 6 months, 11 days, 7 hours, and 13 minutes ago. That it should function without mishaps may be described as a miracle. Beep. Resuming guidance to the Etherochemical Research Facility. Please follow me. This sector, the Beta Quadrant, is home to laboratories which produce chimerical life forms for both military and household applications. Our facility has been awarded 3-star certification for compliance with ASO 3001. The good behavior of the creatures born here is guaranteed. Please be warned, however, that millennia of neglect may have had an adverse effect on their disposition. For your own safety, please refrain from approaching the creatures. Beep. Unable to activate matter conduit. Energy shortage detected. Identifying cause. Cause identified. Unauthorized siphoning of energy by chimerical creatures. Locations. The recombination labs and the biomass incubation complex. Time is short. Let us split up and eliminate the culprits. Toache, pray dispatch the creatures at the recombination labs. The rest of us shall sweep the incubation complex. Take care, and return hither when you are done. No, that's not the place. Oh, there's another one. Alright. Let's go. Beep. Energy restored to the conduit. Please wait a moment while I activate it. Welcome back. We are just teleporting around. So the Guardians managed to land. Repairs on their vessel appeared to be well underway. I doubt that they will leave anytime soon, however. Nay, they will remain here for as long as they have stripped... Nay, they will remain here long after they've stripped the Isle of all its secrets. Whether or not they mean to linger, their presence here and now is an unwelcome complication. Indeed, let us avoid confrontations unless absolutely needful. So I can't beat their ass, is what you're saying. Warning! Intruders detected in force in this quadrant. It is recommended that you avoid confrontation where possible. Be kindly reminded that, in accordance with the terms and conditions of use, you and your party assume all risk of damages or injury, including death, that you may sustain in the course of guidance. Please follow me to the next matter conduit. It leads to the Delta Quadrant, where the facility's greatest achievement is located. Wait, something is afoot.
Our objective lies at the heart of the Isle. The third will remain to guard the ship, while the second patrols the perimeter and eliminates any threats. The first will come with me to secure the research facility. Let no man doubt the import of our mission. The Allagans found a means to capture icons alive, and their knowledge lies hid upon this isle. If we can but acquire it, we would be able to prevent the beings from returning to plague us, thus ending the cycle of rebirth. I need not remind you that success will raise our legion high in the Emperor's regard. Yet, by the same token, his radiance does not tolerate failure. That is all. All troops, prepare for deployment!
So that is their purpose.
To think that the knowledge used to bind no less a being than Bahamut sleeps here.
Imprisoning a primal in such a manner would represent an effective means to halt the cycle of summoning, were it not for the grave and obvious risks.
Indeed. We need but refer to past experience, that of Bahamut's calamitous return, to see why this is not the solution we seek.
Held in duress, a primal will continue to nurse its hatred for mankind. And when it inevitably breaks free, its rage will be beyond quelling.
Whatever folly the Garleans mean to commit, they can wait. We must remain focused on our task.
Yes, of course. It would not be polite to keep the Archbishop waiting.
Let's go. Beep. That you have survived to this point is in defiance of possibility, but it appears the danger is not yet past. Beep boop. Warning. Intruder approaching. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed.
That would explain my men's silence. We meet again. And this time, we will not be interrupted. Come! Show me your power, champions of Eorzea!
I shall make it quick.
Yeah, Shola's a badass.
So it comes to this!
I had heard the tales of your strength, warrior of light, and now that I have experienced it firsthand, Van Baelsar's defeat seems less inexplicable. You are a formidable foe, and I have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Alas, all good things must come to an end. Allagan's secrets await, and there is no profit to be had in remaining here. Keep them occupied.
Coward.
It would seem we have no choice.
You must continue on. We will hold them here.
Take the eye. It should still hold enough energy to be of use to you. I shall join you as soon as I am able.
Enough talk! Make haste and stop the Archbishop!
Goodbye, friends. But welcome to the Delta Quadrant, where methods are developed for mastering dragons. To this day, the sector is home to live specimens brought over from the southern continent of Mericidia. Truly a testament to the greatest of Allegan Empire. Beep. I regret to inform you that the matter conduit leading to the flagship is no longer functioning. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon which broke free of its restraint when they failed approximately 2,369 years, 1 month, 24 days, 7 hours and 4 minutes ago. Please find an alternate route to the Aetherochemical Research Facility. The Allegan Research Council apologizes for any inconvenience caused. Hey, dragon baby. So, thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless keening of my kindred, steeped in 5,000 years of suffering. Long before the Ishgardians and their base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised a means to enslave dragonkind. Their vile misdeeds did set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day. Beyond, thou wilt find one of my first brood. Hearken thou unto her words, partake thou of her pain. Think thou upon the suffering that the conflict betwixt our kinds hath begot. she is. A great worm is being held in some manner of restraint. Who cometh to this forsaken place and disturbeth my solitude? Tiamat, my child. Father, can it truly be you? None other. My form is such that I may journey with Heidelind's chosen. A mortal who desired to end the war between man and dragon. Millennia have passed since I was brought low by the men of Alak. To think that wars rageth still between our kinds. Hearken to my tale, child of man. I am Tiamat of Midgar Sorma's first brood. In a time before time, my father did come to this star, bearing 7 eggs.
From these eggs did my children hatch. And once they were full grown, they took wing and spread across all the lands of Hydaelyn.
Together with my brother Bahamut, I journeyed south to Mericidia, and together we brought forth innumerable children into the world. We abided in peace and all was well, until the men of Alak came some 5,000 years since. They slaughtered my children in droves, and took from me my beloved Bahamut. 'Twas then, when I had fallen into the depths of despair, that black-robed men came to me, the Asians. They offered to resurrect Bahamut through their dark arts, and I, in my grief, accepted, a decision which I shall regret unto my dying breath. For what they brought back was a mockery of my beloved. Worse, the Asians gifted his murderer the means to entrap him. Know this, child of man, the beings thy kind calls gods are but a spectre of thy mind's creation, given form at great cost to Hydaelyn. Many such beings yet slumber across the land, brought to heel by the selfsame empire that bound me. They must not be released into the world. Thou wouldst end the conflict, vanquish the Asians, and deliver the weak of will from the bonds of their dark influence. It had been 5,000 years, my child. Wilt thou not forgive thyself?
No mon an, no one il an, no ed is kash and iles an.
The release of death is denied me here, yet I desire not freedom. Nay, father, I shall live with my regret until the world itself has ceased to be.
An ska ul us tai esk is ach mon
Such is my just punishment for consorting with darkness, for calling forth a loathsome and lamentable creature which blackeneth my beloved's memory. Yay! Our last crystal!
Warrior of light, beloved daughter, the light abideth within thy heart again. Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials, but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand. Receive of me my blessing once more, and go forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Yeah, we can only pat ourselves on the back once we slap the Archbishop silly.
Thou hast broken down the wall I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more. Strong art thou, mortal, stronger than any other of thy kind. Having looked upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light. The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings. Come, mortal. We go to cast out the darkness.
Yeah. Let's fly. You can now ride Bitcard Summer. Fun fact. Whee! There it is. Every final quest in any expansion has the same name as the expansion. Heavensward. Here we go. Beep. Welcome to the flagship, Mr. Duache. You're almost at your destination. Beep boop. Warning. Intruders detected in the vicinity. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. Final quest time! Yahoo! Beep boop! Warning! Intruders approaching. Beep. Area secured. Lifting access restrictions to the Aetherochemical Research Facility. Restrictions lifted. You may enter the facility at your leisure. Ending guidance. Beep. Unknown energy source detected within the Aetherochemical Research Facility. Please exercise caution. I am pleased to have been of service to you, Mr. Duache. Please send my regards to Master Wedge. Deactivating. Boop. Alright. I'm going to see if I can solo this one as well. Just to save some time. I think I can. But you never know. Long time. I'm 30 levels above the characters in here, so it shouldn't be too much effort. Just really depends on if I have the damage or not. Oh yeah, should be good. 3 attacks. It's not too shabby. Yeah. I left the legions here as well. Joy of joys.
I will crush you underfoot!
Hey, dummy.
Savages. Enough!
Chum. You sure? LOL. Yeah, this is fine. I think it would have been a little harder if I had been only level 80. The extra 10 levels definitely helps. Not actually as bad as I was expecting, which is good. Oh yeah. Well, fortunately, they do a thing where they kind of reuse enemies, or just kind of like palette swap them, so you'll probably see it another time. Maybe even in time where it won't die as fast. pretty cool looking. Forgot about that. Yes. Here we go.
The champion of Hydaelyn.
Tell me, why do you despise the primals so? They are the embodiment of mortal will, of mortal desire. Plainly, you desire a foe to despise, and 'tis well that you do, for it is from the vortex of ceaseless conflict that Lord Zodiark shall be reborn.
Through the joining, the world shall become whole again. Then all shall be as once it was, as it should ever have remained.
Yeah, these are the Ascians.
For the glory of Lord Zodiark.
I think you spelled it right.
Your meddling ends here and now, warrior of light.
Well, here's the thing, Lahabred. We clapped you before and we'll do it again. Come here.
Darkness shall consume light. Your light shall burn. Damn this frail flesh.
Know your place. You have meddled enough! You'll not defeat me again!
Because he's a little punk.
Such strength, it defies all reason.
No, I will not be bested by the likes of them. Lahabrea, it is time.
Very well. Let us show these mortals the true power of the Echo. The power to break down the barriers of existence.
Become you.
And we are become one.
Fusion. Or Dragon Ball Z. Pretty cool though. Oh. Hell yeah. Served up on the platter.
That she might regain the blessing of light I had foreseen. But she has grown so strong in it as to deny us our power.
Let us withdraw, La Habrea. That power remains to us, at least. Impossible!
Pokeball, go! By a lady we barely know anything about. I don't know if she actually features in any other material. I may just not remember.
You harness the eye's power. A pity you spent it all. What will you do now, hero?
So, not even the vaunted warrior of light can unmake an Ascian without relying upon mortal contrivances. In the distant past, King Thordan and his knights 12 fought and defeated Nidhogg. Though the victory cost them dear, they were rewarded with a great prize, the Dread Worm's Eyes, both of which have since been held in the Holy Sea's safekeeping. The eye you possess was Nidhogg's left, and long has it served as the source of the Azure Dragoon's might. As for its twin, it has lain here, joined to the person of Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. For though he learned to harness its power, he was ultimately consumed by it. Even in death, his body decays not. A pitiful end for a fabled hero. My Ascian friend, long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning. But if you assumed that we would meekly serve as your pawns, then you are gravely mistaken.
You would raise a hand against us?
By taking unto my flesh the soul of the legendary King Thordan, I can become a god!
knows not cessation, whose being is sustained by a millennium of fervent prayer, and the eye's nigh bottomless reservoir of ether.
What?
Your contempt for man has proven your undoing, Ascian. For my first act as God King, I do hereby sentence you to die!
Been nice knowing you, Laha Bread.
Gods feed upon ether. It matters not what form that ether takes. Ascian souls are no exception. With this power, I shall put an end to 1,000 years of conflict. Be they sown by Ascian, dragon, or primal, wheresoever the seeds of chaos threaten to quicken, I shall excise them with my divine blade and bring order to the world. I have become that which you abhor, warrior of light. If you would take issue with my godhood, I shall answer you with my blade.
He loves himself so much. Alright. White mage time. Let's not unsync this. Let's see if we can find a party. Oh! Wait, that's the wrong one. Oops. Yeah, I still had the dungeon. That was my B. Oh. There we go. Come on, DPS. I believe in you. Please. There we go.
Brothers, the time has come to call upon the true power of the Heavensward.
Fight me if you will, warrior of light. I care not. All who stand against me will be destroyed, be they servants of the darkness or the light. By my blessing shall all men be sanctified, and an endless era of peace begin. Vice and conflict shall cease to be.
Mm-hmm.
You reject my divinity. Yet what have you to offer my people in its stead? Bitter truth? Virtuous suffering? No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
Cool. No.
My blade shall rend you!
Looking away. Yeah, let's go, let's go. And apart from each other, please. That means get the hell out of the way.
I shall bury you when you're released!
Hell yeah. Fucking get his ass. Bam. did it. Oh, they're dead.
How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the Eye's power combined, and still you stand. Who? What are you?
I'm blushing. You're dead. That's also a good line. I'm Dwashe, smile. Yahoo! Well done.
It is over then. I had hoped that mine would be the hand to end it. But knowing you, there was little chance of that.
Not at all.
Twould seem the Eye has served you well.
I would be very happy.
Its twin. At long last. All that remains is to take them beyond the reach of man and dragon both. With this task accomplished, my toil shall finally be at an end.
Well, that's the funny thing. Thou hadst done well to resist mine influence, bathed in my power and blood as thou wert. Alas, in thine anticipation of comfort, thou hast lowered thy guard. The keening of my fallen kindred, their smouldering desire for vengeance. Mine eyes have partaken of 1,000 years of pain, a pain which I shall bestow upon thee. Drink deep of my rage, mortal, and become me. Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, bye. Two birds, one stone, I say.
Nidhogg, my child, what hath thy fury made of thee? Let us away, servant of Hydaelyn.
Keith! Over there!
Oi! Ha ha! God's damn it, do you always have to cut it so bloody close?
It would seem she has done it again.
Was there ever any doubt? Let us return to Ishgard. Our friends will be eager to learn the battle's outcome, and welcome back their champion.
And I am his. Alphino, my son Alphino.
Where is Estinian?
Well, you see, here's the thing.
I dare say you are the first soul in Ishgardian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback. This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
As we had feared, the Archbishop summoned the soul of King Thordan into himself, and thence became a primal.
But he and his knights are no more, thanks to the Warrior of Light.
Your struggles are not yet over, mortals.
Whom do I have the pleasure?
I am Midgard Sommer. I have journeyed with Hydaelyn's champion and observed her deeds in the conflict between man and dragon. Tell me, children of Thordan, do you desire peace?
My people have committed unspeakable atrocities against dragonkind, even against our own. Would that we could undo these wrongs, but we cannot. Be that as it may, the future yet presents a chance to begin anew. Our nation has broken free of the shackles of a false faith, and Nidhogg shall lead his kindred against us no more. I doubt not that it will require much effort and perseverance, but 'tis my belief that in time, Ishgard will again become a place where man and dragon may abide together in harmony.
I shall remember thy words. Yet be warned, Nidhogg's soul liveth on. His unbridled rage hath claimed for its vessel the one thou callest the Azure Dragoon.
Estinian.
Doubt not but that Nidhogg will call out to his brood ere long, nor that they shall answer him. Steel yourselves, for the true test is yet to come.
Come what may, we will never cease to believe. Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
1,000-year war cannot be ended in a day. It may take generations. What thou dost begin, thy children must continue. Entrust unto them thy hopes and dreams, that peace may reign again, and forevermore.
There we go. Well, that's the main story of Heavensward. We did it. Well, you were there for moral support. I'm so glad.
Let all here present attest that Sir Emmerich, acting on behalf of the Archbishop, has appended his signature. I do hereby declare that from this day forth, the Holy See of Ishgard shall once more be counted a member of the Eorzean Alliance. Let our nations move forward as one and stand united against the Garlean Empire.
Yeah. Baby steps. Hell yeah. Now that they don't have someone who's been lying about
For the future of Eorzea.
Everything.
For the future of Eorzea!
I'm sure we'll see her again.
There you are. A noble monument to a noble soul.
From here, Lord Orshafon can watch over all of Ishgard.
It has been a long and arduous journey, and we have lost much and more along the way. Yet come what may, we must stay true to our purpose and press on.
That's right, you two. It's high time we got back to rebuilding the Scions. Which means we're going to need money! And lots of it!
So ends a glorious chapter in their tale. However, tumultuous days yet lie ahead for Ishgard. After 1,000 years under the yoke of the Church, the people take their first tentative steps into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken the way. Be that as it may, so long as the young commander of the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there to guide them, the people may hold fast to hope. The hope that one day true peace will return to Ishgard, and that man and dragon may live in harmony once more. Let the deeds writ herein never be forgot, that they may inspire generations yet unborn to strive ever heavensward.
Yeah, we had to have it. Wah wah wah. Yeah, I would show the entire credits, but it's getting late. And let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and skip it. Have one last stinger.
So Lahabrea and Igaeorm have fallen. Bested by mortals in their attempt to initiate the Eighth Rejoining. That they should be so complacent. And now it falls to me to deal with the consequences. Without intervention, the balance between light and darkness will begin to shift, placing our mission in jeopardy. Hydaelyn's champion has grown too strong. Her might encroaches upon the realm of gods. Equilibrium must needs be restored. The time has come for you and yours to join the fray. Warrior of Darkness.
What? They're on the moon.
Remind me, why is there no rest for the righteous?
Because they care, Master Garland.
Alright, this is just a teaser for a raid series. One of which I am not going to do on stream. Yeah, I'm basically only going to do the story, except for that I'm going to do the Crystal Tower raids before we play Shadowbringers.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools, it's a primal!
Because that has relevance to the story of Shadowbringers. Fun primal time. Spires of deception crumble to dust to lay bare truths long concealed. Beyond simmering shadow lieth shimmering light. After long years of estrangement, Ishgard rejoins her sister nations in the Alliance. Words cannot well express my joy. None of this would have been possible without you, my friend. Change is coming to Eorzea, though it will inevitably bring with it a measure of upheaval, with hard work, peace and prosperity are sure to follow. And yet, even as we look forward to the coming of a new age, we must needs be wary of old threats. The lords of Garlemald have not relinquished their claim upon Eorzea, and we shall be forced to contend with them ere long. And then there's the matter of our comrade Estinian, claimed body and soul by Nidhogg. If there is a way to rescue him, we must find it. Suffice it to say, the path ahead holds no shortage of challenges, but together we shall overcome them. Yay! We did it! We did it! Alright. Well, that caps it off officially. And that is also where we're going to be ending the stream for tonight. I don't know if I'll still stream more Final Fantasy this year. It's probably more likely going to be next week. I'll see if I feel like streaming tomorrow. Maybe I'll just take a break a day and I'll maybe do a little bit of Hollow Knight the day after that, or Mass Effect. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, thank you so much for being here with me for this. I'm really glad you liked it, and I'm looking forward to showing you even more cool stuff in the upcoming patches. Thank you, thank you. Alright. I'm gonna be heading out, and yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.